Gunfire in Iran's southeast. 5 police officers gunned down on a desert road. Militants strike as Israel's air war leaves Tehran reeling, its defenses shattered. From Zahedan to Iranshahr, insurgents grow bolder, while the IRGC hunts safehouses in a province on fire. Iran's maritime lifeline, targeted in major cyber breach. And behind closed doors in Minsk, Iran turns to Belarus for the weapons to fight back. In southern Iran, unidentified gunmen attacked 2 police patrol units near Iranshahr in Iran's southeastern Sistan-Baluchestan province on August 22nd, killing 5 officers. According to state media, the police said the attackers opened fire on vehicles stationed on the Kash-Iranshahr road. The attack is the latest in a surge of violence in the province, which borders Pakistan and Afghanistan and has long been a hotspot for militant activity and drug trafficking. The Sunni militant group Jaish al-Adl, designated a terrorist organization by both Iran and the United States, has claimed responsibility for several recent assaults. The militant organization also claimed a July attack on a courthouse in Zahedan that killed 9 in clashes in Saravan earlier this month. Earlier on August 17th, Iran's Revolutionary Guards said their forces had killed 6 militants and destroyed 2 hideouts in coordinated raids in the province, seizing explosives, detonators, and communications gear. 2 terrorist teams were destroyed, the IRGC said, adding that residents had helped identify militant safehouses. The IRGC's Quds base, which oversees forces in Sistan-Baluchestan and neighbouring Gunmen, said the militants had planned sabotage and bombings. Iran has faced one of its most turbulent years in decades, with a wave of airstrikes, sabotage and insurgent violence destabilizing the country throughout 2025. Meanwhile, Iranian authorities carried out a public execution on August 21st of a prisoner convicted of murdering 3 people. The execution took place at dawn in the city of Kordkai in Golestan province. State media said that the prisoner had been arrested last year in Kordkai on charges of killing a couple and a young woman with a firearm. Iranian authorities have not disclosed the prisoner's identity. Branch 2 of the Criminal Court of Golestan province sentenced the man to public execution following his conviction on the murder charges. Iran is seeking to restore its defense capabilities, focusing in particular on air defense and electronic warfare systems that were heavily damaged during the war with Israel. To achieve this goal, Tehran intends to rely on Belarus as a key partner. Ukraine's Foreign Intelligence Service on August 22nd said that Belarusian leader Alexander Lukashenko held a meeting in Minsk with Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian on August 20th. While the official agenda focused on trade, investment and broader cooperation, Ukrainian intelligence says that behind closed doors, Tehran also sought Belarusian help in military technical support. According to official statements, the talks were presented as focusing on trade, investment, industrial projects and cooperation in the fields of science and education.
Unlike Russia, Belarus is less restricted by sanctions in the military technical sphere and could become a channel for restoring Iran's defense capabilities.
Both Tehran and Minsk are Moscow's allies in its full-scale war against Ukraine. Iran has supplied Russia with drones and ballistic missiles used in attacks on Ukraine, while Belarus allowed the Kremlin to use its territory as a staging ground for its operations against Ukraine. Iran is also seeking assistance to address severe shortages of power generation equipment and agricultural machinery, according to the Kyiv Independent report.
For Minsk, this presents the prospect of participating in projects that go far beyond the officially announced topics. Iran plans to use Belarus as another channel to access sanctioned goods.
Yet, for Tehran, the central issue was securing assistance in restoring air defense and electronic warfare systems, which suffered serious damage in the recent conflict with Israel. According to Ukrainian intelligence, unlike Russia, Belarus faces fewer restrictions in the military technical sphere. This makes Minsk a potential channel through which Iran could rebuild critical elements of its defense sector. Earlier, it was reported that Belarus is considering the option of equipping its Polonez multiple launch rocket systems with nuclear warheads. Although the country does not have its own nuclear arsenal, Russian tactical nuclear weapons have already been stationed on Belarusian territory under Moscow's control. A hacker group on August 22nd said it disabled communications on more than 60 Iranian oil tankers and cargo ships, severing links between the vessels, their ports, and the outside world in one of the largest cyber attacks on the country's maritime sector. The group, known as Labduktegan, Sawn Lips, told Iran International that it hacked into the systems of the National Iranian Tanker Company and the Islamic Republic of Iran shipping lines, disrupting operations on 39 tankers and 25 cargo ships. The hackers said the breach was carried out by infiltrating Fanava Group, an Iranian IT and telecoms holding company that provides satellite communications, data storage, and payment systems. They said they obtained root-level access to the Linux operating systems running the ship's satellite terminals, enabling them to stop Falcon, the control software at the heart of Iran's maritime communications. Stopping Falcon means complete disconnection between the ships and shore, the group said, adding that the hack rendered automatic identification system tracking and satellite links inoperable. The two state-linked companies are central to Iran's sanctioned economy. NITC, a subsidiary of the National Iranian Oil Company, is one of the Middle East's largest tanker fleets with more than 46 vessels and a total annual capacity of 11 million tons. Iranshahr, with a fleet of about 115 vessels, is Iran's largest cargo operator and ranked the world's 14th biggest shipping line by Alphaliner in 2022. Both companies were sanctioned by the US Treasury in 2020 for aiding the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Quds Force, the extraterrestrial wing of the IRGC. This is not the first time Iranian shipping has been targeted. In March 2025, Labduktegan said it disrupted the communications of 116 vessels belonging to the same two firms. US and European sanctions have already limited Iran's access to advanced maritime technology, insurance, and international ports, leaving the fleets more exposed to cyber and physical threats. Fanava Group, founded in 2003 and headquartered in Tehran, has yet to respond to requests for comment. The cyber attack comes as Iran faces growing scrutiny of its shipping and oil export networks. Western governments accuse Tehran of using its maritime fleet to mask oil sales to China and others, while also supplying weapons to proxy groups including Hezbollah and Yemen's Houthis. In the latest effort to stop Tehran's oil exports, the US sanctioned 13 companies and 8 vessels over suspected ties to Iran, the Treasury Department said on August 21st.